Hello and welcome to my review of Infinite Undiscovery for the Xbox 360. Infinite Undiscovery is the story of Capel. He's mistaken for a man named Lord Sigmund, who goes around the land destroying chains that are linked to the moon. I know it sounds a bit confusing, but once you really give the game a chance, it gets very interesting. The characters are all extremely well done, and the voiceovers are great, especially for this style of game. They're not some of them are a bit annoying, as you'd expect from this genre, but surprisingly, very few annoying voiceovers in this game. It all works quite well. The gameplay is also quite good. This is an action RPG. It's very similar to a game like Kingdom Hearts. All action takes place in real time. If you see an enemy, you simply go up and attack the enemy. There's no change. There's no screen. It's not turn-based. It's fully, real time. And it works pretty well. You go up and you press the A button, and occasionally you can press the B button, and it'll perform a combo, and also you can lock two different special moves to either the A or B button, and you'll hold either of those buttons down to execute the attack. It works fairly well. The combat system is not very deep. There's not a lot of combos you can pull off, but for this style of game, it actually works quite well. And the combat is generally fairly satisfying, if not a bit repetitive, but that's to be expected with this style of game. Basically, if you've played games like Kingdom Hearts and you enjoy that, it may be repetitive to some, but to me, it's a very fun game. The gameplay mainly requires you to go about the land, run across and get to different areas, to complete different objectives, such as destroying the chains that are linked to the moons. This all works quite well, and it almost has an MMO-esque feel to it, a very small one at that. But the lands are quite varied and nice, and you'll find treasures and whatnot. And the one thing that I guess could complain about the exploration aspect of the game is the towns are entirely too small. I'm really used to big epic towns from some other games, but for this style of game, I think that the towns really work quite well. Although they could have been done better. This game also has a fantastic musical score. It even rivals some of Final Fantasy's scores. It's quite good and quite enjoyable. I find myself really just sitting back and listening to the music, so it really adds to the atmosphere. The graphics in this game are also quite well done. They're cel-shaded graphics, of course, and all the cutscenes are done in-game, and they look quite nice. It really adds to the voiceovers. Of course, now some parts during the game there's not going to be voiceovers, and of course you're going to be reading subtitles underneath. This has been done in some different RPGs, and I'm guessing it was just done to save space for the 360. The game has a very nice length to it. It lasts between 15 and 30 hours. It's a bit shorter than some games in the genre. But again, for this game, it works quite well. And this game is also a very nice change of pace on the Xbox, as we're used to seeing a lot of shooters and other style of action games we're not used to or accustomed to a lot of Japanese RPGs. And it's really nice to see a very solid title brought to the system. Overall, Infinite Undiscovery is a very solid game, and it's really hard to put your finger on what detracts from making this a great game. It's definitely a good game, but it could have been a fantastic, great game. Overall, it's one that I highly recommend, but it could have been so much more. Infinite Undiscovery gets a 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching.